Hello everyone, welcome to your social class. Hope you all are fine. This is Neelam Bajaj and today we are going to continue the same chapter Print Culture and the Modern World. This is the chapter of history for class 10th. Last topic we covered was the progress of print technology in 19th century Europe, and till now we have known about the coming of print in East Asian countries like China and Japan and how it reached Europe afterwards. In this part of the chapter, we will know how print technology reached it to India. So let's begin. Our topic number 6 is India and the world of print. In this part, we are going to see when printing began in India and how ideas and information were written before the age of print. Manuscripts were used in India before the age of print. It means India has a rich history of learning and teaching even before the coming of print. People were using manuscripts, but not all people commonly were using. India has a rich and old tradition of handwritten manuscripts. They were written in various languages like Sanskrit, Arabic, Persian, as well as in various vernacular or local languages. Manuscripts in India were copied on palm leaves or on handmade paper. Pages were sometimes beautifully illustrated, beautifully decorated with various kind of colors, making pictures, flowers, leaves, etc. Manuscripts were continued to be produced till well after the introduction of print down to the late 19th century. People were using manuscripts even after the coming of print. But there was the same problem with these manuscripts, however, as it was seen in the other countries. Firstly, they were highly expensive, very costly and fragile, very delicate, very weak. They could be easily broken, and so they had to be handled carefully. Second problem was about manuscripts. They were not easy to read as the script was written in different styles. So it was only easy for a particular person to read, not for everyone. Thus, manuscripts were not widely used in everyday life by common people. Here you can see two examples of manuscripts from India. One first picture is the pages of Gita Govinda. Here you can see how it is made. This is a palm leaf handwritten manuscripts in accordion format. And second page which you can see is the page from the Rig Veda. Handwritten manuscripts continued to be produced in India till much after the coming of print. This manuscript was produced in the 18th century in Malayalam script. So these are two examples which you can see were being used during that time before the coming of print technology to India. But despite these problems of unavailability of text for the common people, there had been a system of education in India since centuries. In the pre-colonial period in India, what is pre-colonial period? It is the time period before the coming of British to India. Bengal had developed an extensive network of village primary schools. In that schools, students did not read from any text very often, and they only learnt to write. They were learning to write, but they did not have any text or book as you have available easily today. They used to listen to their teacher. So teacher used to teach portions of texts from memory, and students wrote them down after listening to their teachers. Many thus became literate without ever actually reading any kind of texts. So this was the speciality of Indian education system. Now, after the coming of print, what was the scene? First printing press came to Goa in India by Portuguese missionaries in the mid 16th century, and by 1674, it means late 17th century, about 50 books had been printed in Konkani and Kannada languages. These are the local languages of Goa. Catholic priests printed the first Tamil book in 1579 at Cochin, Kerala. And by 1710, Dutch Protestant missionaries had printed 32 Tamil texts. In 1713, the first Malayalam book was printed by Catholic priests. So, this was the progress in printing after the coming of this system in India. Here, the thing to notice is that the English language press did not grow in India till quite late, even though the English East India Company began to import presses in India from the late 17th century. So, in other languages, the print was coming in different forms, but in English language, there was no text or print available till late. From 1780, James Augustus Hickey, he is a British, began to edit a weekly magazine, Bengal Gazette, that described itself as a commercial paper open to all but influenced by none. It means it was not influenced, it was not under any influence and not forced to do what they wanted. It was a private English enterprise proud of its independence from colonial influence. Here, the thing is to notice that during the colonial period, even this Bengal gadget was not influenced by them actually, and they were printing the matter with their own will what they wanted, not by the force of the colonial people. Hickey published a lot of advertisements, including those that related to the import and sale of slaves by the colonial government. What wrong works colonial government was doing during that time? Hickey used to publish fearlessly. He was even publishing gossips about the British officials. So, enraged by his activities, Governor General Warner Hastings persecuted Hickey. It means they warned Hickey and encouraged the publication of officially sanctioned newspapers that could improve the image of the colonial government. As you can see, Hickey actually damaged the image of the colonial government, and now they wanted that kind of publication which could improve their image. By the close of the 18th century, a number of newspapers and journals appeared in printed form, including Indian newspapers published by the Indians. So, this was the progress. As a British person started printing the newspaper here, even after that, Indians also started printing the work. The first to appear was the weekly Bengal Gazette, which we knew, published by Gangadhar Bhattacharya. So he was the publisher of that magazine, and the editor was Augustus Hickey. That's all for today. Next, we will cover the new topic about the progress of print in India. Till then, thank you.